not happy with the fact that they're not willing to give us what we have to have. So I'm not thrilled with that. We'll see what happens. We're talking later. We'll have some additional talks today. But no, I'm not happy with the way they're going.
Are you concerned at all about President Bill Clinton being deposed and that sets precedent for you and your family?
I don't like seeing him deposed, but, they certainly went after me a lot more than that. I don't like seeing him. Look, I like him, and I don't like seeing him deposed.
Howard London. What's your reaction to that?
Well, Howard would go in and do whatever he has to say. He's a very innocent guy. He's doing a good job.
Mr. President, you said coming boy from Iraq, now he's in Iraq. What's your message to the Iraqi leadership?
Well, I get along very well with the Iraqi leadership. Thank you.
Governor Booker posted on social media that you're planning to steal the 2026 midterm elections. In fact, he says the plan is already underway. How do you respond to Governor Pritzker?
Well, he's got to focus on crime in his state. The crime in his state is doing very badly. If we went and took care of it, we would do just like Washington, D.C. We have no crime. Memphis, it's down 82%. Louisiana, you take a look at Louisiana. What he should really do is focus on crime in his state because there's too much of it.
Have you made a final decision of Iran? Have you made a final decision of Iran? Have you made a final decision?
No, I haven't.
Do you believe that Iran is going to use nuclear weapons?
If negotiation break down with Iraq.
Well, we haven't made a final decision. We're not exactly happy with the way they're negotiating. They cannot have nuclear weapons, and we're not thrilled with the way they're negotiating. So we'll see how it all works. The Cuban government is talking with us, and they're in a big deal of trouble, as you know. They have no money, they have no anything right now, but they're talking with us, and maybe we'll have a friendly takeover of Cuba. We could very well end up having a friendly takeover of Cuba.
What about the protest?
After many, many years, we've had a lot of years of dealing with Cuba. I've been hearing about Cuba since I'm a little boy, but they're in big trouble, and we could very well, something good, I think very positive for the people that were expelled or worse from Cuba that live here. You know, we have people living here that want to go back to Cuba, and they're very happy with what's going on.
The last news of F-35.
I don't know anything about the Epstein files, you know. I've been fully exonerated. Yeah.
With the documents you've been briefed on for Iran, is there a risk that strike could turn into a long, drawn-out conflict in the Middle East?
I guess you could say there's always a risk. You know, when there's war, there's a risk in anything, both good and bad. We've had tremendous luck with myself, Soleimani, al-Baghdadi, everything's worked out, and then we do the Midnight Hammer and so many others. Everything's worked out, and we want to keep it that way, but we're going to see. Look, it'd be wonderful if they'd negotiate really in good conscience, good faith and conscience, but they are not getting there. So far, Peter, they're not getting there.
And has your team told you that if you use the military now, that there will be regime change right away?
No, nobody's told me that. You don't know. I mean, nobody knows. There might be, and there might not be. It'd be nice if we could do it without, but sometimes you have to do it with. When you looked at look, we have the greatest military anywhere in the world. There's nothing close. I'd love not to use it, but sometimes you have to.
Mr. President, to be clear,
doing very badly, failing. Cuba right now is, to put it mildly, a failing nation. And I've been hearing about Cuba. I said before, since I'm a little boy, I've been hearing about Cuba, and everybody wanted to change. And I can see that happening. Marco Rubio is dealing on it, and at a very high level. And, you know, they have no money, they have no oil, they have no food. And it's really right now a nation in deep trouble, and they want our help.
Mr. President,
it's bad.
Sir, are you
25,000 people died last month. It's crazy. To have that war is absolutely, it's a shame.
Sir, are you considering a national emergency? Are you considering a national emergency around the midterm elections?
Who goes to that?
There's been reporting that there's an executive order, proposed executive order about this. Are you looking at that? Are you considering
luck with oil. We've got more oil than anybody, and the prices of gasoline are coming way down. And prices generally are coming way down. The pricing is, it's been amazing what we've been able to do in 1 year. Prices are way down, led by energy, led by oil. So we're sort of, it's Texas, it's a little bit of an oil meeting, I would say. Thank you. No, I haven't heard about that.
Pakistan has waged a war against Afghanistan. Have they asked you to intervene? Has anyone reached out to you on that?
Well, I would, but I get along with Pakistan, as you know, very well. Very, very well. You have a great prime minister. You have a great general there. You have a great leader. That I think two of the people that I really respect a lot. And I think that Pakistan is doing terrifically well. Yeah.
Mr. President, why you are not happy about Nouri Maliki nominated to become a new Prime Minister of Iran?
We're going to see what happens with Iran. We're going to see what happens. It all work out well. And I like Iraq, and I like the people of Iraq a lot.
Mr. President, we support people of Iran.
your head, watch your head, watch your head.